Welcome to the Sweetcast Comedy Podcast. I'm your host, Liam, and joining me today is my co-host, Camron.
Spelled wrong.
Today we're going to be talking about something that has been on my mind for a while now, the world of competitive banana eating.
Wait, competitive banana eating? Liam, are you serious?
I need more emotion.
Wait, competitive banana
we're
eating?
We're going to restart from the beginning. Just a little more emotion, make it feel a little more natural, okay?
Okay, alright.
Welcome to the Sweetcast Comedy Podcast. I'm your host, Liam, and joining me today is my co-host, Cameron. Today, we're going to be talking about something that has been on my mind for a while now. The world of competitive banana eating.
Wait, competitive banana eating? Liam, are you serious?
Completely serious, Cameron. Competitive banana eating is a rapidly growing sport that is taking the world by storm.
I've never heard of such thing. Confuselinga? What the fuck did you just get me to read? Can you explain it to me?
I'm sorry. Okay.
Why did I even spell it right in the next line? Why is it spelled right on one line, wrong on another?
Stay on script. Need you to stay on script, please. Of course, Cameron. Competitive banana eating is a sport where contestants are timed on how quickly they can eat a banana. Contestants who eat bananas the banana the fastest is declared the winner.
This is ridiculous, Liam. Who would want to watch someone eat a banana? Are we staying professional here? Can we please stay on script?
Sorry. You'd be surprised, Cameron. There are thousands of people who tune in to watch competitive banana eating events. It's a highly entertaining and exciting sport.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. Confuselinga. So, what are some of the strategies used in competitive banana eating?
Well, there are a few key strategies that competitive banana eaters use. One of the most popular is the peel and eat strategy, where the contestant peels the banana and eats it as quickly as possible. Another strategy is the bite and chew strategy, where the contestants take large bites of the banana and chews as fast as they can.
This is too much, Liam. I can't keep a straight face.
I assure you, Cameron, competitive banana eating is no laughing matter. It's a serious sport that requires a great deal of skill and practice.
I'm sorry, Liam. I'm trying to be serious, but this is just too absurd.
That's all right, Cameron. I understand that competitive banana eating may not be for everyone, but I think it's important to keep an open mind and try new things.
I'll try to keep an open mind, Liam, but I think I'll stick to watching more traditional sports.
That's your prerogative, Cameron. Probably tuning into the next competitive banana eating event. And we'll roll the outro music. That's it for this episode of the Sweetcast Comedy Podcast. We hope you enjoyed our discussion of the world of competitive banana eating. Remember to keep an open mind and try new things. You never know. You might just enjoy it. Tune in next week when we will be discussing the perils of being a professional unicorn.
I can't wait. Confuselinga, everyone.
I'm sorry. Can you say that? That's it for this episode of the Sweetcast. Thank you for listening, and we'll be back next week with more absurdity and laughter.
Liam, this is the most shit fucking script I've ever read in my fucking life.
Welcome back to the Sweetcast, the comedy podcast hosted by Liam and Camron. You're listening to this week's free version of the episode. If you want everything you see here, plus more, check out the link in the description for the Patreon. And with that, please enjoy this week's episode. Welcome back to the Sweetcast. I'm your host, Liam. You guys all know me, and
I'm your co-host, Cameron.
yeah, still here. I thought so. Yay or nay on the scripted intro to the videos?
I gotta say, this is just too much for me. Can you explain why the fuck you wrote this shit script?
I just thought we because we always start the podcast in like a weird way. And we don't really stay on like a single like topic or like we don't keep a single theme throughout episodes. And I thought that as we, in my mind, to get more professional with doing this, we should try and at least have like an enticing intro to the podcast. So I thought this week I'd script out a little intro topic.
Okay.
To get us going. So yay, nay, thoughts?
Liam, you made me say Confuselinga.
I thought you should have a catchphrase.
Confusalinga.
That you should have a catchphrase.
No. I get the catchphrase, but you made me say Confusalinga. Why?
I'm gonna tell you right now. I cracked up this much writing it. And for the name spelled wrong, I thought it'd just be funnier. It was.
You're a bastard.
It was funnier. This week's podcast is actually kind of exciting. Cameron has absolutely no idea what we're doing this week. I handled everything.
Apparently, it's about banana eating contests.
It's actually not.
Oh. So that was a lie. Everything that we just.
So you weren't a fan of the script?
Liam, you made me say Confusalinga. That's all I need to say about that.
Okay. Well, I wrote a second one. Do you want to give that one a try?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, it's just under the couch cushion. If you just lift it up a little bit.
Wait, there's not like a tarantula under there, is there?
No, why would I? I don't want a tarantula in my room.
Oh.
No, just lift up. No, it's under the couch cushion.
Oh.
You lift the couch cushion. It's literally.
Oh, I see a dildo in there too.
No, it's
Keep
not.
that a secret.
All right. So ready?
Okay.
Welcome to the Sweetcast Comedy Podcast.
No, I'm not
your
reading
host,
this.
Liam.
No, stop,
And joining me today is my co-host, Camron. Today we're going to be talking about something that Cameron has been comfortable with for a while now. The world of competitive burping. Read it, Cameron, please. Please, I worked really hard on this.
Wait, competitive burping. Liam, are you serious?
Remember, we want to do this like in a natural way, okay? Completely serious, Cameron. Competitive burping is a rapidly growing sport that is taking the world by storm.
I never heard of such thing. Confusalinga.
Why are you doing the voice again?
What?
Why are you doing the fucking voice again?
Because I can't say this normally, Liam.
Please
I
try.
cannot say in good faith.
Please try.
Wait, competitive burping? Liam, are you serious? I can't say
Please
that.
just try it. For me? It's one page. Okay, it's a one-page script. Just try it.
This is like an abuser tactic.
Just try it, please.
I've never heard of such thing. No, see, I can't say Confusalinga any other
Okay,
way.
you can do it in a different way. Just like it's like a catchphrase. You can say it differently. Okay, let's start at the top. Start at the top.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Just you can say your catchphrase in a different way.
Okay.
Just the rest of it, just try and say it in like a natural way. Okay. So, welcome to the Sweetcast Comedy Podcast. I'm your host Liam, and joining me today is my co-host Camron. I'm sorry, your face. Today we're going to be talking about something that Cameron has been uncomfortable with for a while now: the world of competitive burping.
Wait, competitive burping? Liam, are you serious?
Completely serious, Cameron. Competitive burping is a rapidly growing sport that is taking the world by storm.
I never heard of such a thing. Confusalinga. Can you explain it to me?
Of course, Cameron. Competitive burping is a sport where contestants are timed on how loudly and long they can burp. The contestant who burps the loudest and longest is declared the winner.
This is ridiculous, Liam. I'm not comfortable talking about this.
You have to read the script.
As a girl, I don't think it's appropriate for me to be discussing this topic.
I understand that, Cameron, but it's important to keep an open mind and try new things. It's also important to know that competitive burping is not just for men. There are female contestants as well.
I appreciate that, Liam, but I still don't think I'm comfortable talking about this.
That's all right, Cameron. I respect your feelings on this topic. We can discuss something else if you prefer.
I would appreciate that, Liam. Let's talk about something else.
Sure thing, Cameron. How about we talk about the latest trends in fashion instead?
That sounds good to me, Liam.
We'll play our outro music. That's it for this episode of the Sweetcast Comedy Podcast. We hope you enjoyed our discussion. Remember to keep an open mind to try new things, but also it's important to respect one's comfort zone. Tune in next week when we'll discuss the latest trends in fashion.
I'm looking forward to it.
That's it for this episode of the Sweetcast. Thank you for listening. We'll be back next week with more absurdity and laughter. So what are your thoughts on this script? Was this better or worse than the first one I gave you?
This camera stops rolling.
I just want your thoughts.
The video will never come out.
Please just tell me your thoughts.
I can say anything I want.
Please just tell me your thoughts.
Because I'm going to kill
Please just
you
tell me your
after
thoughts.
this.
Please just tell me your thought. Please tell me your thoughts.
My thoughts are of anger
fine.
and rage.
It's live. Sorry. We're actually
live?
live streaming this episode.
Oh, good. I'm going to jail then. It's not stopping me.
Please.
You understand this?
Just tell me your thoughts.
My thoughts are filled of anger and
Did you like this one
rage.
more than the first one or less?
I think I hate this one more.
Okay, so give me some notes. What can I improve on for next week?
First of all, my name is without an E. You got it right once.
It did?
No, this
Shit.
page.
Okay, good. I wasn't trying to get it right on this page. Actually, I got it right twice in the first one.
I didn't even notice you got it right twice on the first one. Second of all, maybe don't blindside me with the as a girl line. Thirdly, what the fuck are you talking about competitive burping?
Just talking about some absurd. I thought we'd talk about some absurd sports.
Liam, I'm going to strangle you.
You
will your body will not be found, but I will plead guilty because I want the world to know what happened.
Okay.
So that's it for today's podcast. I hope you guys had a great time.
Not a fan of the scripts?
Yeah, no, not a great fan. Not a big fan.
Okay. Like if you could get me to change like one thing for like if I was to do this again, well, what would that be, like one thing be?
I think if I had a one-word suggestion for what to do.
It doesn't have to be one word. It can just be like,
Well, no, I think I can sum it up in one word. Because I think if we can get to the point.
Okay. Yeah.
If I have to say what to do next time for these, I think my one word would be don't.
Not really constructive, to be honest.
Constructive for the podcast, though.
I feel like it was a good start to the episode. So.
do you want like actual constructive
No,
criticism?
I'm good actually.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm actually good. I don't care for your constructive criticism.
Okay, because I was gonna say maybe let me in on it. Let me know what we're doing. So
I thought this would be like I thought it'd be kind of fun.
So I don't get fucking blindsided.
I thought the blindside was actually my favorite part. So let me get the topics out. So I did actually. There's other topics other than the script.
Are we actually like now doing like the actual podcast?
We've already been doing the podcast.
Well, no, the podcast but like, are we actually doing the actual podcast now? Like
we were already doing the actual podcast.
You cannot tell me this is like the actual like.
This was an actual part of the podcast.
Well, it was a part of the podcast, but it's not like the podcast.
I don't understand what you're asking.
Are we doing actual topics now?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
What are we doing?
So because I worked really hard on these, I want to keep them like a little like surprise as we go through them.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm just trying to cover them up. I didn't think about this ahead of time.
See, without me, this podcast falls apart.
Not really.
He scripts.
Scripted.
I
think the scripts were really good. Actually, they were not one draft. Okay. So our first topic is Smash or Pass cryptids. No, stop reading the others.
I can't read the others. All I see is of this.
Yeah. Smash or Pass cryptids.
It's actually really funny. You bring that up, a little bit off topic, but kind of on tangent. Last night I was in a Discord call doing a Smash or Pass on Skylanders.
I don't want to know.
It turned out to be a ranking system, not a Smash or Pass.
Like, we're doing a Smash or Pass.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think what we can do to make this like a fun little like kind of like a game thingy.
Mm-hmm.
I'll throw a cryptid out.
Okay.
You'll say Smash or Pass, then you'll throw one out. I'll say Smash or Pass. We'll just go back and forth for a little bit. Okay.
Okay.
You good with that?
Yeah, sure. I feel like the next one under this is going to be like, so why should I call the FBI on you to defend yourself? Is that
okay? So I can tell you for a fact the next one, the FBI is not mentioned at all in the script in the list of topics. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Loch Ness Monster.
Damn it! You took mine. Fuck. No, I just don't think. Pass.
Okay.
Do we have to defend our point, or do we?
I think you have to defend it if you smash it. Actually, you know what? Defend it. Why pass Loch Ness Monster?
It's first of all, it's based in like Loch Ness, right?
Yeah.
Which is like a river, or lake, or whatever.
It's a lake, Cameron. It's.
I don't think it's what's the word when it's not amphibious. Or is it amphibious is the word I'm looking for? Where they can go both on land and water?
I don't know. I didn't really pay attention to that stuff.
Man, it's been too long since I've been in an actual like science class.
I know, right?
God. See, because I think it can't go on land. Like, that's a problem. So it's not amphibious.
So it would be a smash if it could go on land. You're saying that because you'd have to do it in the lake?
If it was amphibious and it could go onto land,
yeah,
I think so. I think it'd be a smash. But since it's like in the river, I just don't think I could. I think I'd have to pass on it.
Okay, interesting position.
Okay.
Right.
Cryptid.
Yeah.
Wendigo.
Smash.
Explain.
Well, it can turn into whatever. Do I really need to explain more?
It'll kill you, though.
Yeah, but it could turn into anything. Literally anything.
You know what? Yeah, don't know why I'm trying to fight this.
Yeah. It could literally turn into anything.
Okay.
Like, don't have to justify it. Don't have to explain it. Don't have to name names. Sasquatch.
Is it is it like Sasquatch of like the media, or are we talking about the female Sasquatch that like sexually assaulted that guy on YouTube?
Peter Kane. Dog
Peter
trainer.
Kane's?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we'll go with Peter Kane. Yeah. So Peter Kane's Sasquatch, the female one.
Yeah, I'd smash. I mean, it's just a hairy woman, you know?
It's got a long penis.
Does Peter Kane's?
Yeah, the female Sasquatch had a penis.
Oh, fuck. But does it have that Sasquatchussy?
Sasquatchussy?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm sure it is juicy.
Fuck yeah, baby. See, you help me justify it. Listen.
All right, go with the next one.
Oh god, you got me on the spot. Werewolves.
Werewolves? Wow, you're already drudging at the bottom of the barrel. Going for generic werewolves?
I don't, dude.
Okay, wait.
Do you want me to change it?
No. So I need more context. So werewolf.
Yeah.
Human form or wolf form?
Wolf form. Human form's just a human. It's not.
Pass.
Really, pass.
Yeah.
You're passing the werewolf, right?
I am.
Even if it's a female werewolf.
A wolf doesn't look that different, male or female. They kind of look very similar, and I'm not attracted to either of them.
I thought you were gonna say like pass because like you don't want to get like a big werewolf dick up your ass.
No, I don't want
to. Got like the knot and everything.
I don't want.
What?
Were you about to say I've looked it up?
No, I've seen a joke on Twitter.
I've looked up what a wolf's penis looks like, and I just thought not for me.
No, there's a Twitter thread where there was like a company, and it was like it was saying something about like knots or something, and then everyone went knot first, and all the tweets were removed. It looked like a fucking battleground. It was just, and then at the very bottom was just the company going bad, all of you evil, and then that was the end of the chain.
Nice. Okay. Well, since you dredged to the bottom of the barrel, vampires.
What type of vampires are we talking about though? Like, are we talking about like original Dracula or?
Well, actually, this will be a double. Okay. Dracula, modern day.
Dracula's a freak.
So like a Dracula type vampire that's like, big fangs, big hair, pale skin, sleeps in a coffin.
Well, because see that Dracula's out. Like he's not like a people person. I'd have to pass. The other Draculas though, or not
like a modern day vampire.
Modern day vampires, like we're talking like Twilight and shit.
Yeah, like
I'd fuck. I mean, at this point, they're just like funky people. Like I'd smash.
Okay. I understand that.
I'm just trying to think. Chupacabra.
I'll pass.
Oh, you're gonna pass. Okay.
Pass. Yeah, I just don't like all the goat blood in my. I don't like when the person I'm with has goat blood in their system.
Yeah, but that thing knows how to suck, yo. That head game, fucking.
Yeah, but it's gonna forget, and it's gonna use teeth, and I'm dead. So, not really my thing, not my speed.
Okay.
Ooh, Mothman.
Ooh, Mothman.
Yeah.
Well, inherently he is a guy, but at the same time he's a cryptid. So I mean, I wonder if you could really put a binary on him. Like
exactly.
So it's like he's called Mothman, but maybe he's Moth-they.
Well, he was named at a time when that wasn't generally accepted. So maybe he's not a Mothman. Maybe he's a moth person.
Exactly. That being said, I'm not a fan of moths, so I'm gonna have to pass. I don't like bugs.
I understand. Yeah.
Like the eyes get to me. Like you can see them in games and whatnot, they're fine. You see them in real life, that motherfucker's getting a right hook. I'm sorry.
I agree with I wanna like leave it alone, but like it's just flapping by a light. I'm just like, no.
Yeah, no.
If you're too close to my head and you see the light, I'm like, you're gonna see a brighter light.
Mm-hmm. Motherfucker's getting sent up to heaven.
Big time.
I'm just trying to think.
You can't think of any other cryptids?
No.
That's cool.
Hold on. Give me a sec. What are those?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Those fox spirits. Like Ninetales?
Oh.
Have you ever seen those?
I have not. So I need a little more context to be able to make a educated decision on that.
Hold on.
Okay, that wasn't an invitation. Okay, I'll give you another one while you look.
Okay.
I'll go again.
Okay.
All right. So we've done werewolves, we've done vampires, we've done Loch Ness Monster, we've done Sasquatch, we've done Chupacabra, we've done Mothman. Oh, we'll go for a. Actually, that wouldn't fit.
Wait. Oh.
Okay, you got it.
Kitsune.
Oh.
Have you ever heard of those?
Oh yeah. You have to
Those bad boys.
see. I don't know. You know what? I'll say smash, but I won't say anymore.
You're a freak, but okay.
Okay. Let's just fine. You know what? Giants. Would you get with a giant?
A giant?
Yeah, smash or pass giant.
Like what type of giants are we talking about? Like just like
A giant one. Like
fuck,
a
thanks.
big like a person.
Yeah, but are we talking like friendly giant? Are we talking like
Well, their friendliness doesn't matter.
well,
You got in with the Loch Ness monster.
we don't know a lot about the
You're right. We don't know a lot about giants either. We'll just say it's a giant person. Smash or pass.
Smash. That's a whole fetish. That like it's not saying I have the fetish. Hold on.
I don't know. It sounds like you just.
No,
it
not saying
does sound like you just admitted
No,
it.
not saying I have it, but I'm just saying like it's not that weird to like that. That's a pretty easy.
It sounds like you're trying to defend your fetish, and I'm not putting you on the spot in a place where you need to defend it.
See, I said it out
Okay?
loud, and that's
I don't have the fetish personally, but I'm not going to judge you if you do.
See, my inner thoughts should have stayed my inner thoughts. But I'm just saying like there's a whole bunch of weird shit out there, and
Why are you justifying you smashing a giant by using other people? Why can't you use your own opinions to justify smashing a giant?
I don't know. I'm just saying that it's not like a weird. It's not like a weird take. I guess is what I'm trying to say. It's
I don't
like
know.
saying the Loch Ness monster. I feel like I gotta defend and say like, oh, here's why I think. With giants, it's just like, yeah, that's
Just a big person.
just a big person. I mean, it's a whole ass thing that some people are really into. I mean, so for me to say like, yeah, I'd be down for that. Not necessarily my thing, but I'd be down for it.
Okay.
I just don't think it's a weird thing to say, you know?
Okay, I'm not gonna judge you too hard on that.
Yeah, thanks.
I think I'd actually probably be on the same.
Yeah, you would be too.
Yeah, I wouldn't use other people's fetishes to justify mine, but my choice. But like,
When you write a paper, do you use only your opinion? No, I think not. You use peer review.
give me a cryptid.
Sources.
Give me a cryptid. Come on,
Fuck. I don't know that many cryptids.
I got one.
What's the other one?
All right, we'll end on this one then. If you're running out,
I just can't.
mermaid
Oh yes, smash.
in its evil form
What's its evil form?
when it's really ugly and deadly.
You just try to suck a ghost dick?
No,
Like,
I was making the evil.
Wow, you really choking on that ghost dick.
No.
If it's in its evil form, am I still like?
No, this is like so.
Is it a two-part question, or is it like?
Okay,
I
so
gotta
yeah,
fuck
it's a two-part question. So it's attractive, bringing you in,
Mm.
and then the second part is when its effect is worn off and you realize what you've actually come to. So
First part, I think yeah, because I mean we're talking about like sirens, right?
Yeah.
Like siren mermaids. Yeah, then of course, because
Yeah.
again, it's the same thing as the Wendigo. It can change into whatever.
all right, okay.
But second part, like if it all of a sudden changes back, it like
It's got a nice personality. Is that what you're trying to say?
no, I was gonna say I gotta finish the job, you know. It got like as long as it's consensual.
I've got to finish the job. Okay, it's not my fault. It's got a nice personality. She's got a nice personality.
Listen,
Okay, you know what? I won't judge you too hard for that.
I feel like if I close my eyes, you know.
I don't think you'd be open your eyes again. Okay, so
Hey, you bring up the questions. I just answer them as truthfully as I can think.
you're right. Okay. So our next topic. So I'm not even gonna try and cover it. That's just a waste of my time.
Okay.
Do you think what animal do you think would make the best stand-up comedian?
I was so worried you're gonna say sex partner for a second, and I was gonna say Liam.
We already know you think amphibians are.
I literally just said I'd fuck the Loch Ness monster.
If it was amphibious, you said if it was amphibious, you would fuck it. Just to clarify, so you can't walk it back. You said no, but you would smash if amphibious, which
Yeah, but,
means that the turning factor is
I'm
amphibious.
assuming that the Loch Ness monster's like you know a mythical creature. I'm assuming it has some sort of like sentience. Does it? Like, are we not assuming that?
I don't think we need to.
Well, I was.
Okay, fine. That's cool. But we're not talking about having sex with animals anymore.
Okay.
You freak. We're talking about stand-up comedian. Do you think a parrot would make a good stand-up comic? Do you think you could teach a parrot to be a stand-up comedian?
I think it'd be a decent one.
Yeah.
I think hyenas would be a better stand-up comedian.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like they just laugh at their own jokes though. Like, I get where you're coming from, but at the same time, a parrot would be able to say the joke, and then let people laugh.
Mimic.
Yeah. So just like earpiece, and just be
Well, then it's not a comedian, though, is it? It's
a hyena can't talk.
I thought we were doing a hypothetical here.
We are. I don't understand what you're having trouble with. A parrot, yes, it mimics. That's part of its a hypothetical. Okay, sure.
Well, then
if we're gonna that the hyenas can talk, the parrot can talk on its own. It doesn't just always mimic. It can also create its own thoughts.
Okay, here's my reasoning. All right, I'm assuming that if we're putting them up in front of like a stand-up comedy show,
yes,
that they can articulate jokes.
Yeah.
My theory is that even in a human form, right, where a parrot can speak.
Why are you making a human form? I'm talking about animals.
The idea of that, like, it can, like, form sentience. Like, that
okay,
idea.
Sure.
Okay. A parrot would still, at its core, mimic other comedian jokes. Whereas I feel like a hyena...
That's just most stand-up comics, though.
But the good stand-up comics don't. That's what I'm getting at. It's not status quo, Liam. I'm just saying I think a hyena would have a
You think a hyena
humor.
would be a sense of humor?
I think a hyena of all the animal kingdom would have a sense of humor.
Give me your best stand-up comedian joke. Give me your best stand-up joke that a hyena would say.
Now you put me on the spot. I'm not a stand-up comedian.
I know you're not.
I don't fucking know. I just feel like they'd have a funny sense of humor.
I don't think they would.
Okay, so you think... But I think a parrot would
Have
just...
you seen the hyenas from The Lion King? Not a single one of those guys are funny, and they can all talk.
Fuck
they can all
they're
talk.
Hilarious.
None of them are funny enough to make stand-up comedy. Okay, they're funny in context, but take them out of the context.
So what are you saying?
Put them on a
Meerkat?
stage with the microphone, huh?
What are you saying? A meerkat then would be funnier?
Yeah.
Really?
I could say that.
Wow. You're just being dishonest with
See what
both
we're
me
talking
and
to.
you. That's just straight up dishonest. Those meerkat fucks would be paranoid as hell.
Did you say?
Meerkat.
That's not what I heard.
What
I
did
heard
you...
cat fucks is spirited as hell. I was like, what the...
what I said was those meerkat fucks.
I heard cat fucks is spirited as hell. I was like, what the hell did you just say to me?
I said
I know that I don't always hear correctly, but you need to walk that back and explain.
Sorry, I said these meerkat fucks are paranoid as hell, right?
Yeah.
I don't think they make a good stand. They'd be too anxious up there.
Okay. I mean, you would be too.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm a good stand-up comedian. What is this straw man argument? What is it?
I don't see why you're getting so defensive on me, okay?
Because you're intellectually dishonest right now.
I be honest to my opinion.
Your opinion's wrong and dishonest, though.
Okay, fine. Fine. Okay? Way to go. I'm not gonna say it.
He's about to call me a slur.
I was not actually.
Well, he says not, but he's
Okay.
not going to say what he's going to say.
What? So if people could be made out of anything, what would they need to be made out of for you to eat them? So if I was sitting here, what could I be made out of that would make you eat me?
That's a really big moral question, ain't it? Like, because you're not just asking me like what I'd do to eat someone. Okay, there's a few things.
We've already talked about cannibalism on an earlier episode. We're talking about what could someone be made of to make you eat them?
So my question is, if I take a bite out of them,
Yeah.
will they regrow?
That's really weird. No. We'll say, okay.
Like,
How about this? Okay. I'm dead. What could I be made out of for you to eat my dead body? Does that help?
Not a lot, because that has a whole new.
Oh my god! Stop making it bigger than it is. If there was a dead body and you were hungry, what would that body need to be made out of for you to eat it?
No, I don't think I'm making it bigger than it is. There's a
gingerbread.
Yours would be gingerbread.
I'd eat Gingy from Shrek.
So you're telling me if I was made of gingerbread and I died and you got like slightly hungry, you'd eat me and not bury me? You're not giving me.
Why would I waste food? Gingerbread's just the first thing because of Gingy from Shrek. I'd eat people if they're made of a lot of things.
They would just It's the idea that like there's a sentient person that I'm looking down and I go,
The dead. They're no longer alive.
by that same logic, any dead person is food. Like I could cook any dead person up, Liam.
That's not what I meant.
No, but by the
That's
same
not what I meant.
logic.
That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. Okay? Let me finish, please.
Floor's yours.
Don't always jump down my throat. Let me finish my thoughts.
You proposed a question. Finish your thought. Finish your thought.
Thank you. Okay. So, this person is dead.
Okay.
But their body's made of a food.
Yeah.
And you're starving.
Yeah.
Okay? And it's your choice of eating this dead body or buying food. What are you gonna do?
Buying food? But because it's a person.
Okay, let's change the context, okay? You see a dead chicken, or you can go to McDonald's, or you can go to KFC and buy chicken. What you gonna do? Are you gonna spend money on food, or are you gonna make your own?
Well, see, Liam, that's a fundamentally different question because that's a chicken.
Just think of a person made of chicken. Would you eat them?
No, because that's like I'm assuming that's
A person
friend
made.
of mine.
No, why is it? No, now you're making it.
Well,
It doesn't have to
to
be
be in
a
a
friend. You don't
situation-
have to know them.
Okay,
You're walking down the street and you're going, I'm really freaking hungry. Whoa, there's a food that's in the shape of a person. Okay, you don't know it's for sure it's a person.
okay.
So say you walk and there's a pretzel in the shape of it's a person made of pretzel,
Just
but
on,
to you don't know it's a person.
just on the street, just like about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna eat that then. That's just
Okay,
Wait,
so say you
okay.
you were in like you were in like a mall, okay?
Yeah.
And you go and it's like you go
There's a dead guy on the floor.
no, you go into a restaurant, okay?
Yeah.
And you sit at a table and there's there's a person made of bread sitting there too. But you don't know it's a person. Would you eat that?
Okay, I'm gonna reword this question so that you can get an answer from me. There is a friend of mine who's
No, stop making it a friend.
no. Let me
Stop making it a friend.
Let me fucking say my scenario.
No, because then you're gonna say no because it's a moral question.
No,
It's not a
'cause they-
friend.
Okay, fucking God! I literally just said I'm gonna create a situation in which I
Just
answer-
talk then.
Then stop interrupting me. Okay.
I'm not interrupting you. You're just being really difficult. Confusing.
Shut the fuck up. Okay. There's this person that I know, right? Whether they're a friend or not.
Mhm.
And they come up to me and they go, hey, when I die, I don't want to be buried. I want to be...
Whoa!
want to be
Whoa!
Oh, sorry, is this a moral question now?
It's just really weird.
Oh, but eating someone off the ground isn't? Eating a random person off the ground that's made of food isn't weird?
This just sounds like consensual cannibalism.
Yes! That's exactly... The other version is just cannibalism, Liam! This is consensual cannibalism! What are you on about? Like...
I'm not gonna ever. If this is like trying to try and convince me to be like, yeah, like on my deathbed, like, Cameron, I don't want to be buried. Eat me.
Oh my fucking god, you impossible. Okay,
You're just be like, your wish is my command, Liam. Shing, shing, shing,
No,
shing,
see,
shing.
because that's the question. What would it take? What food would it be?
Yeah,
for
what would
someone
they have to be made of?
That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm trying to get at. But you keep on saying that just sounds like consensual cannibalism.
Okay. Let me change it. Okay.
Fucking God.
Let me change it.
Dude, don't we have...
Let me change it.
I was gonna give you an answer.
Give me an answer. Give me an answer.
I think it'd have to be something.
Yes or no?
Yeah, I would. Like if someone came up to
You know
me.
what? He would eat people. I'm kidding. Okay, let me change it.
Okay.
They're a person. When they die, they turn into a food.
Do they know it? My answer hinges on the answer of have they allowed me, like, have they come up to me and said, please, when I die, eat my body. That's what my answer hinges on. If it's yes,
You don't know them.
I don't know that, but like,
don't-
they give, like, if they come up to me like, I'm gonna die in the next 5 seconds, please eat my body, it's gonna turn into blah blah blah, right?
No. Okay. This is happening for the first time. Okay? You go to sleep in like a what like a hotel.
Okay.
You wake up in the morning.
Okay.
You're like, oh, I'm really hungry. You open your door, and the door across the hall is open. You walk in there, and overnight, the person that was in there, they died, and they turn into food.
Mm.
What food would that have to be made of
Literally
for you to
nothing.
eat them?
Literally
So you just
nothing.
eat them for anything. You'd eat them no matter what.
No, I would not eat them under any circumstances
Why
because
not?
I think that's a fucked up thing to do. That's a person that died. I don't care if they turn into the best sweet, like, I don't care if they turn into the best fucking butter tart of my life. I will not take a bite of a dead person.
You don't know they're dead.
I'm not gonna, also...
You walk in.
I walk into a human-shaped butter tart? No, I'm not. But if it was a friend who's like, hey, listen, when I die, I'm going to turn into food, but I don't want to be buried. I don't want to be eaten by the maggots. I want my friends to consume me. I know it's a weird ask, but would you be willing to do that? And
Well,
I go,
if people knew that happened, that actually wouldn't be that weird.
no, exactly.
If
That's
that was
my
the thing that
point.
happened, it'd be like, boys, to celebrate my life, serve me at the funeral.
That's what I'm getting
And
at.
then you're just like, instead of open casket, it's open grill.
Exactly.
Just cook it up.
That's exactly my point.
Hey, who wants Cameron's thigh?
And see, my answer would be butter tart. It'd be I would love a good, tasty butter tart, or a
Person.
whole bunch of all dressed chips. In which case, I'd go to fucking town on someone's body for all dressed chips if they've consented.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's
Fine. Okay.
It's cannibalism, no matter which way you spin it.
Fine.
It's a human person.
Fine.
Because by that same logic,
Fine.
No. Hold on, I'm strung up on this now. You've got me going. You've wound me up. Because on the idea that, like, you could take human flesh, right? And if you really wanted to, you could turn it into, like, human chips, right? Like, if you sliced me real thin and fried me up.
Moving on. This
Like,
is gross.
No, that's my point, though. You could turn me into anything, right?
But
So
you aren't actually anything. You're still human.
Well, yeah.
If I take beans and I turn them into a beef patty,
Yeah.
it's not a beef patty. It's different, right?
Right, but by that same logic, by turning us into chips, it's still like a human made into chips. Like, it's completely different. But the same idea is like,
no,
oh,
it's
this
not
is
the
human.
same idea. It's not the same idea as turning beans into something else.
But you still
Turning a
allow it-
person into something else is if you take a person, like if I cut you real thin
Yeah.
and I turn you into chips, that's like a beans turning into a patty.
Okay.
You aren't all dressed potato chips. You were person chips.
I had two basic
If you died
Yeah.
and you physically, molecularly turned into potato chips, that's different.
Okay, I hold 2 bags of chips up, right? This bag of chips was made normally through potatoes, seasoned normally. This bag magically turned into chips after someone fucking died. What bag are you choosing? You're a liar and you're intellectually dishonest. I'm okay. Moving fucking on.
That's
Moving-
magic. I want to eat it.
He's intellectually dishonest. Moving on. Next question.
Well, these aren't questions. These are topics.
Topic. Sorry. They're all framed like questions, though.
Damn it. I'm about to phrase this like a question.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna interpret our dreams. Do you remember a dream recently?
Not recently. But...
Okay, well, I actually wrote down 2 of my dreams
Oh,
that
okay.
I had recently in preparation for today's episode.
Okay, see if you prepared me for this episode. I could have prepared some dreams, but
Okay. Yeah, we'll start with dream 1, and then if this stirs up any memory in your mind.
well, I have dreams that I can remember.
Okay, so you can read this one of mine,
Okay.
and then, you can say your dream,
Okay.
and then we'll do a second round, but that'll be on Patreon.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want me to? So do you want me to read it?
Yeah, just
or-
really remember which one this is.
Okay.
I did write this out like earlier this week. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Here you go. So you can just read it.
Should I read it out loud?
Yeah,
or-
just read it out loud. Yeah, let everybody know what the dream is.
And this is dream 1.
This is dream 1.
so all of it.
Yeah, this is the whole dream.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was like halfway through. It was like
No,
dream
no,
two.
no.
Okay.
This is the whole dream. Read it all out and then interpret it. And we can.
I'm walking through a dense jungle. The thick foliage blocking out most of the sunlight. I'm following a narrow path, and as I walk, I start to hear strange noises. The jungle is teeming with life, and I can hear the calls of exotic birds and the rustling of leaves as small animals scurry through the underbrush. I can smell the rich, earthly scent of the jungle and feel the dampness of the air on my skin. Suddenly, a group of monkeys comes charging at me. Whoa, was this racially motivated?
No.
Okay, just wanted to double check. screeching and throwing fruit. I try to run, but my legs feel heavy and I can't seem to move fast enough. I turn to defend myself, but one of the monkeys throws a banana at me. And to my surprise, a banana splits open, revealing a woman inside. She's confused and scared, and I try to explain to her that I don't know how she got there. The monkeys continue to attack us, and we run for cover. We duck behind a large tree and try coming up with a plan. The woman tells me her name is Sarah, and she was on a hike when she was captured by the monkeys and put inside a banana. We are both in shock and trying to process what just happened. We decide to make a run for it, and we make it to a nearby stream where we take cover. We spend the night in a shelter, and the next day we find a way out of the jungle together.
So, what are your thoughts on my dream?
You got some repressed.
No, don't make it about racism. It's not making it a race. It's not about race.
I wasn't gonna make. Wow.
Yes, you were.
I wasn't actually.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say repressed sexual tensions. I prescribe cocaine. Like my favorite psychologist.
We're trying
psychologist. Freud.
We're trying to do this in a mature and reasonable
Freud
manner.
was mature. His theories are all over the word.
I want you to try and interpret what this dream means. I want you to tell me what this dream means. Just best shot.
Liam, you got chased through the jungle.
Thoughts on the dreams? On the dream?
I don't know I don't even know where to start with this, Liam. I don't know. You're anxious
about
upcoming.
Okay, what about this makes you think I'm anxious?
You're going through a jungle and all of a sudden you get attacked. To me, that screams that you're anxious about something. That you're waiting for an attack to happen.
Okay, let's move on. To the banana splitting open to reveal. Woman.
Is this what you really want me to analyze?
Yeah.
Tell me, what
this is why I
chose
this one.
Huh? I don't know that there's. Man, I don't know. Did you see something? Listen, dreams don't fucking make sense. I don't know what to tell you.
You're trying to make sense of it. Just like
there's a woman split from a banana.
Yeah.
Someone came into your life recently, and you're trying to explain to yourself how they've made such an impact on your life. I don't know.
Okay. Works for me.
I'm coming in here with no prior knowledge to how to interpret dreams.
Well, but I have some, so give me a dream. Let me interpret this shit.
Okay. I'm walking through my neighborhood.
Yeah.
And it's real quiet. No cars.
Everyone listening, close your eyes. Picture this with me.
There's no cars. There's nothing.
It's going soft.
And I'm walking down the street. And as I turn the corner, about, I'd say, probably about 50 feet. 50 feet out, there's a little path. And on that path, there's like yellow lanterns.
Okay.
And I'm not talking like yellow lanterns. I'm talking like Green Lantern, fucking yellow lantern.
What are you saying?
Like, you know the superhero?
No. Say the name again. What? A what?
A yellow
what?
lantern.
Yellow what?
Lantern.
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 Not lantern. Lantern. It's Green Lantern, not Green Lantern. His name is Green Lantern, not Green Lantern.
I've been saying it.
You've been saying lanterns. You know, there's yellow lanterns, but not like yellow lanterns that you hold, like big, like green lanterns.
Is it not yellow?
It's lantern. His name is Green Lantern. His name is Green Lantern, not Green Lantern. Do you seriously think it said lantern?
Yeah. My entire life,
the entire life you said, "Hey, Ma, can you get the lanterns out of the back?"
Well, first of all, we don't have lanterns.
Lanterns. They're lanterns. Why do you say it like that?
Because that's how I've heard.
That's not how. They're wrong. No, who said it?
The fucking TV shows.
What the? No, it's Green Lantern.
I'm telling you, some DC shows they say it like lantern.
No, they don't.
Green Lantern.
Green Lantern.
No, I swear.
Green Lantern. Green Lantern. That sounds stupid. Green Lantern. Green Lantern.
That's how I've heard it.
You heard it wrong. Keep going.
Fuck you. So, yellow lanterns.
You motherfucker.
Okay, fine. So, there's these yellow lanterns.
Better.
Fuck you.
That's how it's said.
There's like two of them. Like on this path. And all of a sudden they turn to me. And I know, like, deep in my heart that, like, they're not good, like they're out to get me, and they start like hovering towards me, and I remember I turn to run away, but it's like those like dream runs where it's like
You just don't go
you
anywhere.
don't go anywhere, like you're not running, and I think that's where the dream ends. But something tells I see. I think I'm conflating two dreams together because
Okay.
there's a beginning
Well,
bit that I think I missed.
I can tell you
But yeah,
that because you're in the dream, you run and you're not getting anywhere.
Mhm.
It's because you feel like you're stuck and you can't actually run away from your problem, but you try, and the problems they always just follow you. So I think there's something that you have to resolve. That
Okay.
there's something there's something that's in your life that it's troubling you, but you haven't taken the proper steps to resolve it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. Yeah. No,
okay.
Okay. And for the second set of dreams, you guys have to check out the Patreon. All right. So we're back from. Oh, actually, I guess if you guys aren't listening to the Patreon version, you never missed us. But if you guys want to see that second round of dreams, definitely check out the Patreon link down below.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm at topics for today, Cameron. What did you think of today's episode? Of everything, because I ran it all, I planned it all. What did you think?
Hell incarnate.
Give me a real, like,
sorry,
not like a joke. Give me your real thoughts on everything I did.
First circle of hell incarnate.
So the scripts.
Are we gonna? I don't know.
You can give it all.
Listen, it was funny.
Go through the entire podcast, everything I had planned, everything I had scheduled up.
I think the scripts were funny in the sense, not that they themselves are funny, but they led to funny moments.
Yeah.
I think it was pretty funny. Lock, Smash, or Pass.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it. I just wasn't very knowledgeable about cryptids.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, no, because I mean, we've done Pokemon before, haven't we?
We did. That was on your first episode.
Yeah, that was
Lopunny.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say I'm more knowledgeable about like Pokemon.
Yeah, I have a picture of Lopunny on my computer because I downloaded it for the video version of that episode.
Listen, Lopunny's badass.
No, we're not.
Anyways, moving on.
You won't.
The dream one.
Yeah, that you skipped so much.
What did I skip?
Okay, so we went from
I know I skipped something, but
cryptids to animal comedians.
oh right, animal comedians. That one was just an intellectually dishonest debate. Hyenas would be the funniest fucking comedians. We just know that.
All right.
This
was the one we had a massive debate on.
Yeah.
Eating people.
Oh yeah. Again, intellectually dishonest. I think you were saying that it was such a small issue, but really there's so much implication to it. I think it's a great debate, great topic. I just don't think you're ready for debating it.
Okay, and the last one?
Yeah. Last one, interesting. I'd say interesting. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think if you came in with an open mind and willing to discuss these topics, but no, you're just like, what food would you eat? And it's like, none, because they're people, Liam.
Okay.
They're fucking people.
So let me let you in on a little secret, okay?
Yeah.
I didn't come up with any of this for this week. Not a single thing was original. The dreams were fake. The scripts weren't written by me.
Really?
I got to play with AI this week. I spent the entire week playing with the AI and creating this episode. We wrote the scripts together. I gave input, podcast, what it was, the names. I said, write your name with an E.
I said one time I got it right. One time the AI fucked up.
The first time, actually, I put it in without it. And then I was like, no, actually, I think it'd be funnier if I put it with an E. Yeah, everything this week. Scripts, the dreams, the topics. Didn't come up with any of them. I worked with AI all week to figure out this episode, including, and this is actually a really hard thing that took the most time, trying to guess. I went through a bunch of cryptids.
Real.
And came up with defenses. And for both either.
Wow.
And answers. For the people one, spent a lot of time getting information from that, getting in a position to defend.
Wow.
The comedians, it gave me parrot.
It gave you parrot.
It gave me parrot as the best one, because it came up with the topic of animal comedians. I went, what animal should I defend? And I went, parrot. I went, let's do this. And we worked through that. Dreams.
So these dreams are fake.
Oh yeah, I've never had these dreams.
I was gonna say, because they're like really highly detailed.
No.
Dreams.
My dreams, I do write down my dreams.
Oh, did you actually? Okay.
Yes, but I had AI write me dreams. I had AI write dreams for me.
Huh.
Yep.
Oh, so the AI has a fucking savior complex then too, eh? Yeah.
Yeah, no, the AI actually I helped guide them.
Oh, so it is a bit of
No, I guided them to get to a point
Okay.
where I was like, give me dreams, and then I was like, okay, let's add this stuff in, let's add this in, let's get like this from this, and then I had it generate some generic things that dreams usually mean, the not being able to run from your problems, the not being feeling you're a part of your life.
Wow.
Generic stuff like that. Overwhelming odds, you feel like you're drowning, stuff like that. If you like drowning, you're falling because you don't feel like you have a support system. There's when I tell you that I spent this entire week not focusing on school and focusing on just AI in this episode, I did. I worked my ass off this week. I went through probably 400 topics to get these.
Wow.
Because I would go through a topic and I'd be like, no, I don't like this. And a lot of them was like generate a list of topics for me. Go with this. Let's try a different keyword to give me different kinds. Going through that. Oh, I like this topic. Let's expand on this one. Give me some talking points.
Wow.
Give me some different positions I could take on this. Moving from that and that and that. But yeah, nothing that I said this week for the most part was actually what I believe or anything. It was just stuff that I worked with AI to write.
So I put my heart out on the line, and you fucking are a coward, is what I'm hearing.
Not a coward.
You hid behind your AI.
I didn't hide behind anything. I used it.
Wow. And I put my heart out on the line when I said Hyena is the best comedian. And you hid behind AI.
I don't actually disagree with you on that. I don't actually I do think that there's a solid there's a solid point there.
Oh, thanks.
But AI thought parrot. So I defended that.
I see how it is.
But yeah, no. Everything this week, everything that was the script, there was actually, when writing that, I had it and a few things are in there like added by me or spit up, like the silence between your lines, that was added by me. Because I spent an hour coming up with a catchphrase for you.
Oh, so that wasn't AI generated?
With AI. I spent an hour with AI trying to come up with a catchphrase for you. And it came up with one really dumb one, like one really bad one, and then it came up with, but this is a really mean and offensive one that might hurt people's feelings. Try and keep it lighthearted for a comedy podcast. And I was like, I didn't ask you to go that far, but okay. But we came up with Confusalinga. And then I was like, okay, but I want silence after she says that. So Confusalinga, silence. But yeah, it was a lot of time, and I edited the script before giving them to you.
Okay.
Because I wrote emotions, how you're supposed to be. Deadpan serious for me, and then you confused, nervous, shit like that. And it had in your lines how you're supposed to say them. Cut them out because I wanted to see what you do with them. And also so you didn't think that I was trying to guide you or anything, just give you a script. But that went absolutely perfectly. Wow. I wanted to blind read from it. And for the second one, I went, you know what could be kind of funny? Make Cameron a girl. Mention something about girls. Because I wrote my co-host is a girl. The first idea came up with talking about the world of menstruation.
Huh.
Yeah, it was not funny. It was not funny at all. I was like, this is just gonna be really weird, because Cameron's not gonna say this. He's not gonna say it a way that could be funny. It's like, let's try again, and it generated the competitive burping.
Truly amazing.
Yeah. Smash Pass Cryptids.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Did you know that? Sorry. Talking about AI.
Yeah.
Did you know that apparently AIs can start writing papers?
Yep. My professor actually told me about it, and that's why I started working with it.
Yeah, well, my professor said the same thing. He's like, by the way, we do scan, like, when you hand it in, we, like, scan it for, like, copyright. Not copyright, but, like, plagiarism.
Yeah.
But we also are starting to crack down on AI-generated papers.
They really can't.
What?
They really can't.
Well, yeah,
that's what I'm thinking. It's too smart for them. It's already ahead of the scanners that are out currently.
Well, that's what I'm thinking.
They really can't catch you.
Yeah.
If they really read it and looked for it, they could probably see the certain, like, grammatical things.
Yeah.
And, like, how you speak. They can't catch it. It's that good.
That's what I'm like. I was looking at it, and I was thinking about it. I'm like, my question is, like, how good can the paper truly be? Because you need sources. So I'm like,
you can feed it sources. Okay. I wrote a paper this week.
AI?
Yep.
Really?
Yep. Gave it sources. I took.
Did you hand it in?
No. There was.
I was gonna say, because, like,
I took a paper I wrote. I wrote last semester, and I had it write a new one.
Really?
because I knew what it was doing. I could tell, but honestly,
Wasn't
not that
bad.
bad. No. No. AI, it's gotten a long way. It like they don't they think that they can catch it. They really can't right now.
Because
They have no idea.
Yeah, it's a terrifying thought. Because I'm like thinking to myself, like,
It's not that terrifying though.
well, it's terrifying
Because
to me on the sense that like I'm spending how many hours and like AI can just fucking pump out an essay and just be done with it. And
exactly.
if it's decent, it's
decent, yeah, but there's also limitations, which I found pretty quick on actually using it.
what are some of the limitations, Liam?
Limitations?
Yeah, what are some of them?
Can't say something. It can't think of some things. You can't ask for original stuff. If you put fake in anything you ask, it won't do it. It also doesn't come up with original ideas. If you hit it long enough, it starts repeating. For fun, this week, I spent 2 hours writing a sci-fi time travel series. After about an hour, less than, it came the same conclusion, the same stakes. It was the same thing over and over again. The biggest foe yet, their biggest foe yet, their biggest foe yet, the biggest challenge yet. But along the way, they learned the true power. These characters decided whether or not they were going to give up their powers for the future generations 8 times. 8 times they came up with it. Should we give it the generations? But I spent a bunch of time this week working with AI, trying different things. It struggles in a lot of things. Also, like, it really gets stuck on stuff. I did one where I was like, hey, add in a new character with superpowers. Every sequel after that had new character added. Literally every single was like it was like a generic like thing that you would write in like grade 6 when you're writing like a novel with your best friends, which I did. Yeah. And it was like, this is gonna be my favorite character, okay? This is what he is. Yeah. It was like this person, and along the journey, this character is joining them. This character is this, and this, and this is what they're gonna bring to the team.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Wow. So now that you know that, now I've pulled the rug off your head, that
the
I wrote
wool off my eyes.
That's what it is. Sorry.
Because you pull the wool over my eyes to deceive me.
You're right. So then I put the wool off your eyes to let you know that this is all.
I guess pull the rug from my feet. Actually, not the pull the wool
okay.
off. Sorry, I'm just trying.
Whatever. Now that you're all aware that I used AI to write this entire episode. Thoughts now, knowing that this wasn't something I came up with personally. Coward. Really? That's your no, it's feedback from this.
No.
That I spent so long with AI working on all this and running it like I came up with this myself. Because did you believe that I actually came up with all this stuff? That this was all 100%
I genuinely believe. Well, because like I read it and it sounded like really like stock standard. Like, wow, Liam, I can't believe this.
I was actually kind of worried about the script.
I honestly
when I printed the script, I was like, I was contemplating when I was gonna have us do them, and then I went, let's just go at the gate with it and say that was the part I did with AI. If you catch on, and just say the rest wasn't.
I thought you just really like got like a template, like I thought you really just because like obviously it was bad, it was horrible, but I thought you did it on purpose.
I did do it on purpose. They are purposely bad.
Like that's what I figured though. Like I was reading through them like, wow, Liam.
Yeah, like they're not like good. That's like they're not supposed to be like. I'm not gonna win an Oscar for writing with these scripts. They're meant to be purposely cheesy and bad.
Well, yeah, and but I did think that you actually wrote this all out yourself.
Wow.
Because it's like okay, because they're the exact same script.
They are very similar. Yeah. I changed the meat of them.
Yeah,
but they're the same thing.
Wait, insert thing here. Liam, are you serious?
That's because you're supposed to confuse the entire time.
And it's like, I've never heard of such a thing. Confuse the lingo. Can you explain it to me? Like, up to that point, it's like almost the same. And it's like, this is ridiculous, Liam. Hold on. Actually, I want to compare it. Hold on.
The part that I was really worried that wasn't going to work out is if you read it before you said it.
Oh,
I needed you to be saying it. I was honestly considering finding a teleprompter just so you couldn't read it ahead of time, so that you would be stuck with it, so that as it happened, you heard it and you'd say it.
It's actually the same. This is ridiculous, Liam. And then I go, I'm not comfortable talking about this. But this one says, who would want to watch someone eat a banana?
Yeah.
So I honestly did think that you did write these. I'm going to be 100% honest. I didn't realize you use AI.
So
I thought you were just being purposely like, what's the worst fucking way to like write this. I thought you're taking inspiration from like the what's it? Oh, I'm trying to think of the name of the show. It's like blah 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 blah. You know,
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I thought
yeah.
you were just taking like tempos from different shows, like really bad like comedy shows.
I like it.
But-
I mean, the AI might have.
Yeah.
So, you believed it.
Yeah.
Now that you know that it was all AI, what do you think of the episode?
I think it's gonna be a lot more. I think it's gonna be funnier, like in retrospective. You know?
Yeah. Did you have a good time?
Yeah, it was a great time.
Did
It's
you
always a
enjoy
great time
everything I
with
came
you,
up with it?
Liam, it's always a good time with you.
Okay.
Except for when you're intellectually dishonest.
I had to for the bit.
Dude, you.
So this started out okay.
Yeah,
So
but
this
what-
started out as a joke. This wasn't actually what we were doing. That's why I sent it so late in the week.
Yeah, I was
saying,
gonna say,
"Don't
send
come
it to be like Friday,
I sent it on
Thursday.
Thursday night
Thursday,
at like
sorry, yeah.
8:30. I was like, don't come with topics
Yeah.
because I realized on Thursday I was like, okay, I actually have something here because I got told about it on Tuesday from my professor talking about it, and then on Wednesday I was like, let's joke, let's see what I can do, and I was having fun, like really screwing around, like, well, okay, let's see if we can make something like for me, if I could use in something, and I actually. If you guys should check out my YouTube channel, there will be some AI stuff that will be coming out. I actually did write from a few scripts. But I was like, you know what? I can't. Honestly, I was like, I can't think of anything, and I don't want to just talk about AI for a bit. Let's see what AI can come up with.
Wow.
So I put in the parameters of the podcast. I put in who we were. I put in what our kind of like personalities were, what we usually talk about. I put in a few descriptor words. I was like, topics. And I gave you some. I was like, it's kind of shit. Regenerate.
Wow.
That's not bad. Let's see if I can get under a single theme. And I was like, okay, oh, well, this gave me something kind of decent.
Wow.
Let's see if I can roll with this. And then this.
Truly amazing. Truly amazing.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel pretty good about it.
Yeah.
I am pretty happy with the episode.
I'm happy with my answers, at least.
Also, I had a really fun time just doing it. I was actually so giddy for today.
Fucking
I
with
was
me.
so excited for you to come over. I was so like nervous and excited because I was like, oh
I got
my god.
giddy and excited. You
was
heard it
so-
here for
I was
first,
so
folks.
excited about today, especially the script stuff. I was so excited about it.
Oh my
I
god.
was like, oh my god, I can't wait to hear him say these lines. These lines. I can't wait to talk about these topics. I want to see how he reacts.
I think the funniest one was, Liam, this is crazy, but I'm not comfortable with this topic. I'm not, and I stopped like dead in my track. That shit was funny as hell. I'm not gonna lie. That got me.
Literally, if you'd read ahead, that moment would have happened, and that was the one moment from that script I wanted. That script I would have burnt it if you'd read ahead, because you're like, Liam, I'm not comfortable talking about that because I'm a.
Also, the confusalinga, because it took me a second to figure out how to pronounce it.
Yeah, that was actually the first. I never tried. I like in my head I was like confusalinga, but I never actually tried really saying it out loud. Which is why the first script was so hard. Because I didn't ever read the script out loud. So when you said your lines, it broke me.
Bastard.
I'm sorry. Especially because I knew this was AI generated.
And they know I know they're stealing it from Big Bang Theory. We all know it's
Actually,
Bazinga.
that one, because we worked for a while on catchphrases, and I was like, you know what? Come up with a catchphrase similar to Bazinga.
Oh, did you
I put Bazinga in, and that's when it came up with Confusalinga. I was like,
Confusalinga?
I was like, this is shit, but this is just shit enough. It might work.
just sure enough for the podcast.
So it's like this script. This is okay, but I want a catchphrase in it. I want something like to latch onto. Come up with a catchphrase. Work on this. I'm like, these are all shit because they're all so long. They're like putting the absurd in comedy. I was like, this isn't something you're gonna say.
Put the absurd in comedy.
Because I was like, because I wanted to try and come up with something like stupid. I was like, confusing and absurd. I make absurdity confusing. I put the absurd in comedic timing. It's not really shit things. I was like, make them shorter. I was like, oh my god, these suck. Make something similar to Bazinga. Confusaling. I was like,
Fuck it, we'll roll with that.
I was like, this is stupid, but it's just stupid enough. It might work. It just might be perfect, and it was. So that's the episode for this week, though. We are at time.
Oh, we are at time, right?
We are at time. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is
Sorry about the last bit. I realized I was playing with the mic and it flipped. Sorry to the folks at home if that fucked up the audio.
honestly,
Sorry to you, Liam, too.
honestly, this is probably gonna be my favorite episode that we've done.
I got it. That first bit was pretty fucking funny. It's
I think we might have to do some of that moving forward, every week.
Just make an AI generated
I
script.
think we discussed this after the podcast about Oreo, but I think there's definitely some things we can take away from this week moving forward.
Yeah, truly.
But yeah, honestly, probably my favorite episode we've done, or at least definitely in competition for it.
Oh yeah, it was good. It was good.
So fucking funny. Oh, definitely my favorite, like, production side of the creating everything and getting ready. Oh. And I did think about doing some improvised stuff, but I was like, no, I think it'd be funnier if I can
Do a whole podcast.
if I can just do the whole podcast from the AI.
Truly fantastic.
So yeah, I hope you guys liked it. I enjoyed this week's episode.
Yeah.
If you guys want the second dream sequence and that what we talked about there, check out the Patreon. Check out Cameron on Instagram.
Yeah, you could do that. Or you don't have to. It's up to you.
He's in the description down below.
Yeah.
As well, check out my links down there as well. I just uploaded on the day of filming this the first episode of my new show, No One Told Me Not To, where we do stupid things. I ate the world's hottest gummy bear in the first episode.
He almost threw up.
I was on the ground writhing in pain.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to see that, definitely check it out. It should be the most recent upload if you guys are checking this podcast out recently. And with that, that's it for this episode of the Sweetcast Comedy Podcast. We hope you enjoyed our discussion. Remember to keep an open mind and try new things, but also it's important to respect one's comfort zone. Thank you for listening, and we'll be back next week with more absurdity and laughter. Say your catchphrase.
Do I have a line?
No, just
Or
say
is
your,
it no line?
this. Just,
Oh, hold on.
okay, let's go
Cool.
back. So I'm gonna say the ending,
Yes.
and you're gonna say confuse the link,
Okay.
and you're gonna wave.
I was getting confused with Lincoln, but I just wasn't sure if that was an actual
No,
line.
I just
Okay.
took this from a
Okay.
previous.
No,
Okay.
I thought there was a line.
No,
So I thought I had
okay.
a line. Okay.
And with that, that's it for this episode of the Sweetcast Comedy Podcast. We hope you enjoyed our discussion. Remember to keep an open mind and try new things, but also it's important to respect one's comfort zone. Thank you for listening, and we'll be back next week with more absurdity and laughter.
Confuse a linga.